Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. My name is Sammy. This is Unicorn Dust Designs. I'm the mama for him, the wife to a smoking hot husband, and I love everything upcycled, thrifted, DIY'd. I love doing it all. And tonight, you guys, is a special night because we're releasing 3 videos: a Dollar Tree, a wood, and an upcycled video. This is going to be your Dollar Tree video. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So, you guys, I've seen this on Pinterest, on Facebook groups. I mean, I've seen these little people everywhere. So I knew I had to try my hands at them. So these are from Dollar Tree. They're like the paneled little eggs. I'm going to do one in plaster, and then one of them I'm just going to leave the yellow color. So after I'm done painting this one, I'm going to take these little hearts. So get out that Valentine's Day stash again. You can also cut out felt hearts if you want, cardstock. You don't have to have these cutouts, but I chose to use them, and I'm going to paint them pumpkin by Waverly, at least one set of them. I'm only going to show you one of them. And I then take the antique wax. I'm going to hit the edges. I didn't want them like this bright orange, so I hit the edges and kind of took the excess and ran it over the middle of them. I'm going to paint 3 total, actually, you guys, so keep that in mind, 3 total. So we're going to glue our feet on. Then with the third heart, I'm going to cut the little round, see, parts off the top. It was just too big to keep them on there. And I'm going to use this as our bird, duck, chick, whatever you want to call it. I am going to use it as the beak. So after I'm done painting that, I get my detailed glue gun, which makes it super easy and mess free, and attach that right in the middle. Now, it took me a while. I was like, what do I want to use for hair? I've seen people use fur. I've seen like all different things. I decided to go with this burlap, and it looks super scary when you first put it on, but it ends up coming together. So you can see it looks like, oh goodness, girl, what you doing with that? But we will cover and make it look pretty, okay? So I take this lemon ribbon, create another finger bow, attach that with hot glue. See, it doesn't look so bad afterwards. And then here's our white one. That one, we're gonna do pink feet. So I decided to just draw on my eyes with a permanent marker. You can use beads, you could use buttons. I tried all of that, and in the end, I was like, I'm just gonna stick with that. So now to make it stand, I'm taking 2 Jenga blocks, one laying down, one on its side, and then I'm gonna glue this kind of at an angle. At first I didn't, and I had to end up like taking it off because it wasn't standing up properly. And then I glued it at an angle, and it ended up working perfectly. And you guys, these are going to be so cute to do with your kids. They have low temp glue guns out there you could buy like at Walmart and stuff, so that your kids can, get in on the fun. But like, how cute is she with her little eyelashes in the pink? Oh my gosh. Let me know what you guys think of these. I think they're absolutely adorable. And you guys, popping back in, you guys, pop. Just kidding. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. I keep saying that, but we've only seen one DIY so far, but I hope you enjoy the rest of it. I commented, you guys, I put out a reel, so make sure you're checking YouTube for the reels, because I've been going on lately asking questions. I know for me, I've been going to some Dollar Trees lately, and they don't have anything. They don't have anything. It's like half of an aisle. The stickers and all that stuff are missing. Some people are saying that's just how their Dollar Trees have always been. Some are saying they're taking it all out to retag and bringing it back in. So if y'all know what's going on, you comment down below, because I'm scared, okay? I was like, ooh, I'm gonna, get some Dollar Tree DIYs in here somewhere, right? But then I went to go look, and I was like, they didn't have any of the wood stuff anymore. They didn't have any of the stickers, the stencils. They hardly had anything, hardly any florals. They don't sell Spanish moss anymore. I mean, there's so much that's missing. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So let me know how your Dollar Trees are down below. And you guys, please make sure to hype this video. We're trying to get into the leaderboard, a craft video in the leaderboard. And remember, there are 3 videos out right now, 3. So go watch them all. A wood, an upcycled, and this one, which is your Dollar Tree. All right, let's go get back into those projects. Here's the wagon wheel. You guys, I've had this wagon wheel forever because everybody wanted it. So I was like, well, I need it too. and then it's been sitting in my basement. So thank you, Tanya, for putting this to use for me. So in her video, she actually takes her florals and uses zip ties. I've always used floral wire, but I'm like, thank you, because this makes it so much easier. And then like the random pieces where I kind of wanted them to stay put is where I got the floral wire and then kind of, tacked it down with that instead. So this is just my boxwood from Walmart. It's super inexpensive for a bundle. I actually picked up more this weekend. So I'm going to, zip tie this down. And then we are going to take the ever loving flocking balls. You guys remember when the flocking balls came out and everybody was searching them? I had amazing subscribers that sent me so many, so thank you. So I'm taking the yellow ones and I'm taking my floral wire and I am going to attach them to this, I don't even know if this is a wagon wheel per se. I'm just going to keep calling it that. Now with the flocking balls, you guys, make sure that you hot glue the actual ball, and see how I like hot glued it to the stem as well, because they fall off very easily. So I'm going to put 4 flocking balls total on our wreath. And you guys, this is where creativity, put flowers on there if you want, put daisies. I mean, it's totally up to you. All right. Now I'm going to take this ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to do 3 full loops around, cut that excess off. And then I am going to grab 2 more strands. I'm going to finish my ribbon off here. We're going to fold the bottoms together, cut downwards to get our dovetail. Easy peasy, right? So I'm going to put those in an X shape. I'm going to cut little notches right in the middle of the 3 loops. Stack that on top of each other. Then I ran out of that ribbon, so I just grabbed this burlap one. I'm going to hot glue it together to make a little cylinder. I'm going to stack that on top of our bow, right in the middle. There you go. Take a zip tie, flip it around, and then I'm going to tighten it. Always make sure that it's nice and where you want it before you tighten it all the way. And so easy, right? And then you just pull all of your little loops out. Makes it so easy. Now, there was a part of me that was like, I should have done this with like the orange ribbon to make it look more Easter springy. But then I kind of like how it just all comes together and you could use this wreath so much longer. So then I just zip tie it to the wagon wheel. There we go. So cute. Look at how adorable that is. Yes, ma'am. All right, so now taking, I had 3 birdhouses exactly, just like Tanya. So I was like, yes, this was meant to be. So I'm taking Cashew by Waverly. And at first I thought this would be enough. And I was like, I'm not liking this. So then I grabbed black. This is Rich Black by Folk Art. And I'm going to paint all 3 of the roofs with the black. I just thought I added a little dimension, made it go a little bit more with the black and cream color bow I chose. But you do you. Make these colorful decoupage on them. Put some clay molds on these birdhouses. Like so many options to do with these birdhouses. So after I'm done painting all 3 of those, you guys, funny story. So my husband's downstairs while I'm crafting. And Tanya uses a wood burning tool to put the holes in the back of her houses. And I'm asking him, get the wood burning tool out for me. He's like, why? I'm like, because I need to put holes in the back of these houses. He's like, are you going mad? I'm like, are you going mad? He's like, you have a drill at your table that you can drill holes to the back of these birdhouses. And I was like, oh, about that. So you guys, you could use either a drill or a wood burning tool. But either way, I drilled holes on the back, put the zip tie through. You're going to have to put it through the back hole, feed it through the front hole, and then put it back through the back hole. It's super easy, you guys, I promise. So now we're going to play with placement, and you might have to change the direction you drill the holes in. So like this top one, I drill the holes in vertically, so one on top of the other, and then I will zip tie it. Now make sure it kind of gets A little hard only because you have to make sure it's resting on the wire or else it kind of like buckles in the gaps, if that makes sense. So just watch that. All right, and then my favorite, Spanish moss. I'm just gonna stuff that right in there and I will clean it up, of course. This would look so cute with some like little birds perching up on here or something, or even like in the greenery. But I really love how this turned out. Thank you, Tanya, for the inspiration and for putting this wagon wheel to use finally. And I love the look of it. I love that like it's not just an Easter wreath. I could use this and have this out for however long. So love this very much. Want to visit. All right, next I found these new frames at Dollar Tree and I was like, hello spring and Easter perfection. So I'm going to take them apart. I'm going to use my Star Bond thick adhesive here and I'm just going to plop that glass right back in. I personally like the glass when I'm doing like lanterns and stuff, but you do you. And I know you guys have probably seen this like a million times, but there are new crafters out there that have not. So you guys, we lay one frame down. I'm going to glue two to the side. Now make sure you're using like putting your fingers on the sides so that you know that they're lining up properly and it's not going to be uneven. So next I put the hot glue on one side. And then I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to pull those frames because what they do is they kind of like warp in. So you have to give them a little pull to make sure that you got your like perfect rectangle, square, whatever you want to try it. And then y'all know, okay, that like sometimes when we're crafting, we always have to like overthink things. So I spent like 30 minutes trying to figure out like what bottom can I use for the bottom of this lantern? Like a Dollar Tree sign, a piece of wood. Like I was trying forever to find something to fit the bottom of this. And then like right in front of my face, it was like, the craft sticks. How about you use the darn jumbo craft sticks and make your life so much easier? But you got, come on, you guys know that you do that too. And then you're like, why didn't I think of that? But anyways, so we're using jumbo craft sticks. I'm going to paint them pink. And then I'm also going to take these finial caps. These are also from Walmart. The jumbo sticks are as well. First, I painted them pink. And then once I put them next to the frames, I realized the frames more of a peachy color than a pink color. So yes, this is the bottom of our lantern, but I like a finished piece. So that's why I decided to paint it, because if I did want to use it in the house and somebody picked it up, they might see it. If I wanted to put it in the booth, I wanted, you know, a finished product. So anywho, next I go ahead and glue on those finial caps to the corners. And we got some legs on this lantern, which I think is adorable. All right, so for the handle, you can use nautical rope if you want. I decided to take, is it like a beaded wire? I don't know. They have this during Christmas. This was some Valentine's Day ones from last year. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to kind of triple it up. I wanted it to look thicker, and of course I wanted it to be a little stronger, but this is definitely just for decor purposes. If I would have thought this out before putting the frames together, I probably would have like stapled the handles to the frame. But since this isn't like an afterthought of what I was going to do, I ended up using hot glue. So needless to say, I'm not going to be able to pick this up by the handle. It is just going to be for looks only. But you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just hot gluing this right inside our picture frame. And then come the accessorizing. I'm going to use some Spanish moss. These cute little glass bunnies, you guys, are from Dollar General and they are $1. They have this version, and then the other version is holding like a carrot that says Happy Easter on it. Now, when you guys see the reveal, I wish I had a taller bunny to put in here, because it kind of looks, you know, see how tiny it looks? It still looks super cute. I mean, let me know what you think about it, but I think it still looks cute, but I wish my bunny was like taller for decor. I don't know. I just feel like it could use something taller in there. I know you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. All right, you guys, this last one is so I'm taking a Dollar Tree sign on the left, then this Dollar General chicken wire sign. It usually has like a cow or a chicken or something like that on it, and they usually always have them at my Dollar Generals. And I traced out some cardstock, and then because I'm going to use that cardstock in the backgrounds, I decided to get plaster and distress this frame so that it wasn't like brown on top of brown. I take that cardstock and then I am going to glue it to the back. And the reason why I'm taking the cardstock is because we need to cover the words on our Dollar Tree sign. So I just hot glue that cardstock straight to the back, easy peasy. And then we are going to take it and hot glue it right over. Ooh, you see all those grays? Yep, they came with the third one. Okay, so hot gluing that on. Now we're going to take a wood carrot cutout from Dollar Tree, trace on our scrapbook paper. My girlfriend Lisa sent me this and I love it. All right, so I'm just going to hot glue mine on. You can Mod Podge, you could use a glue stick, you do you. And then I take my rough sanding block from Dollar Tree and I'm going to hit the sides. And then because it had a texture, the actual scrapbook paper did, I ran it over top and look at how it brings those little dots out. So cute. All right, now grabbing some boxwood, I take that, we're gonna hot glue that. And then I did stain the top of the carrot only because so I didn't want it to be like all natural wood popping out through the boxwood, if that makes sense. All right. So now we're going to wrap some twine around to hide the bottom of that boxwood. I'm going to do a 2-loop finger bow, hot glue that over to the corner, easy peasy, and then we're just going to hot glue our carrot straight into the middle. This was such an easy DIY. And then for the top to hang it, because it is front heavy, it would just topple over. I doubled up some twine, tied knots on the ends, and then I'm just going to hot glue them right to the top. So easy. Look at that. And this came out so adorable. This is why I couldn't leave it out. Like this one and the first DIY just go together like, you know, cookies and milk. I love it. And it was so easy to make. And you can do this same layout with like the bunny cutout, the egg cutout. I mean, whatever you want. So you guys, easy peasy Dollar Tree squeezy. So I took the clear cake platter from Dollar Tree. I took the gold basket from Dollar Tree. I spray painted it pink. And then for the top part, I decided to take plaster. I hit the edges with it. And then I was like, you know what, let's transition that speckle effect that I did on the plates in the beginning on to this. So that's what I'm doing here. Now I'm going to take a bow. At first I thought about wrapping the bow completely around. Wasn't really working out for me. So I am just hot gluing my ribbon together to create like a circle. And I will put that on top of another piece of ribbon, cut some dovetails in there. And then a little cylinder. I make bows a lot in my videos, you guys, so there are slower versions of this out there. And then I was like, ooh, the zip tie. I could just zip tie that right onto this basket and just make life so much easier. So that's what I do. I just tighten it up, find my position. And next I'll get my detailed glue gun. And I'm going to run that on the top of our basket here. Now, I will say, we all know that hot glue kind of cools pretty rapidly on metal, so it wasn't as sturdy as I wanted it to be. So then I start dousing it with more hot glue, and I'm like, girl, you ain't gonna get what you need. So I grab my Star Bond thick adhesive, and I squeeze that right in the middle, spritz it with the accelerator, and this thing ain't going nowhere. And look at how cute this came out. And I love it. I'll probably actually use this one in my kitchen on the shelf. I love the color pink on this and just the simplicity of it. And it definitely would fit right into a kitchen. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed these fast, easy, and cute